to the Indie Wrestling Guy with your hosts, the Hall of Fame referee JHawk, the not-so-mysterious benefactor JGold, and the legendary Charly Butters.
JHawk's back again.
He's back.
Yeah, don't get used to it.
Just saying, we're lucky to have him back tonight. I know the network has been trying to get him onto other shows, but we are lucky. So
I do want to help out the network elsewhere, and I've got it. And I actually hope to talk to Kyle this weekend about network stuff. And my schedule didn't wind up working out with his, so we're gonna try to work on that. But got a couple things in the pipeline. Assuming I can go more than 24 hours without feeling like absolute fucking garbage.
Yeah, I feel bad, my friend. We want you to get better. So we're glad to have you tonight back with us. Speaking of the weekend, I went to that Friday night. I went to Creative Pros Golden Memories, or whatever the hell the name of it was. But here's the thing. The show was supposed to start at 7:30, and the meet and greets, because it was Max and Nemeth, and like half the TNA roster was there. Like I had Kazarian, Cedric Alexander, a few other guys. So Sidney Bacabella, of course. But so we get there at I'd say 6:15, and the line is, I shit you not, and this is Long Island and this is suburbs. So this is when they did, remember when they did Ohio Nets? This was really it looks like Ohio Nets in there. Like it has little arcade and all sorts of food, like a little food stand and everything. The line was probably 700 deep. They had 1,500 tickets sold.
Wow.
It took them to get in the door for a show that was supposed to start at 7:30. The bell did not go off until almost 20 after 8. They could not get that sheer amount of people into the place. And I think they even surprised themselves with how many people, it's the largest Creative Pro show ever. And it started very, very late. And I'll give Nick Nemeth credit. He did not leave his line until everybody was done. I mean, the line was gigantic to get to Nemeth. It was, and Max's wasn't even that long. I think it's just because people are intimidated of him. But Max's line was nowhere near as long as Nemeth. His was so long. Butters, they had a really cool idea at this show that I think we need to look into. They had a place that they screen printed your shirt right there for you, and whatever shirt you wanted, they did right there for you. So people were online, and if you wanted to get your favorite wrestler shirt or whatever, you just go, I want that one, and they make it for you right there. You didn't have to have whoever was a part of it, you could get them made, and they had all different designs and all sorts of stuff. I thought that was the coolest idea, just made to wear. You put it right on, right there. So that was very cool. I'll tell you, the match that took everyone out of the night was, it started late, but the thing started moving. Most of the matches were pretty good. There was a match between Vargas and one of the former Even Stevens, who is now called Azure, and he has a painted face around his face, and he wears has ropes around his hands, and he has white pants. He's supposed to be some sort of weird serial killer gimmick, and they had a Monsters Ball match, and it went on, I think about 18 and a half minutes, maybe longer. And it was so long, and it pulled the crowd out of it that Max had to, the next match was Statlander versus Nomi. And they had to clean up that mess. They didn't do an intermission at this show. I've never seen them not do an intermission. They had to send a crew of 50 people in the ring to sweep that ring out so that you could get Stat and Nomi in the ring. And these guys went on forever. They killed the crowd, and they had a King of Creative Pro, a battle royal that Bacabella won. The Nemeth match versus Bear Bronson was the main event. It was great. Max wrestled Max Caster. There you go. If everybody wants to know, this is what happens when there's no other AEW stars on the card, but you do have Max Caster as an AEW star and a Creative Pro student, graduate. So that was the big replacement. So you had Bear Bronson, Nick Nemeth, Max versus Max, and and then you had Kazarian and Bobby Orlando, Cedric Alexander, and Leo Sparrow for the Creative Pro title, and Bobby Orlando, 2-time Creative Pro champion after that. So all in all, good show. I should have bought front row, but there's no justification for $80 for front row for a Creative Pro show. So I didn't. Me and Bagelmonger did not do that. We ended up with Harper in the back, sitting on an aisle, which was fine. So all in all, good show. A little long. Didn't get out of there till almost 11:30. Didn't get home till after 12. And that was it was a grind at the end. I will say it was a grind. So yeah. So that was my Friday. It felt like it bled all the way into Saturday and Sunday when we lost another game, by the way. Another game. We lost this week. We lost 18-6. This week, Harper's best friend ran one. First play of the game, 70 yards for a touchdown. We did not score again. Harper threw a couple of good passes that didn't turn into touchdowns. And then on fourth down at the end of the game, we needed a first down. Harper fumbled the exchange off of the center. Once the ball hits the ground, the play is dead. That was fourth down. So it is what it is. We are 0-3. And yeah, that's what I got for this weekend.
I hate to say it, JGold, but based off the last couple of weeks here, it looks like your daughter's the problem.
She's the only one who wants to throw the ball every time. So I have to put her in positions that she's not used to. She doesn't even know football. Like and there's no way to practice. None of the kids have time. So we're all like at the game 10 minutes before.
JHawk, I don't think his daughter's the problem. I think that, like he said, they don't get to practice. They didn't get to practice last year.
Yep.
His basketball team, they went to the championships.
We won it. We won the whole thing.
They won the whole thing. Football is just not it for them. Like I personally, Josh, I next year I wouldn't even bother. I wouldn't let her play. I wouldn't bother with it if they're not going to do it properly. If they're not going to do it properly, then you're just going to keep losing. And then who wants to do that so many times? Like that's not fun.
You're right. And I probably, because the 6, 7, 8 kids are all, because she's going to 6th grade next year, they only have one league for 6, 7, 8. It's not all split up. In the lower leagues, in the lower elementary levels, it's kindergarten and 1st, 2nd and 3rd, 4th and 5th. But then when you get to middle school, it goes 6, 7, 8, and playing with an 8th grader and a 6th grader, the difference is night and day. Like there's no, like Harper will get trampled even though she's probably the biggest. But I can't. I'm just not. I don't think I'll coach flag next year. But I am going to coach basketball next year, but no flag. It's just too hard. You're right. There's no practice. The girls, football's impossible. I try to sometimes I sit back and I'm like, I don't even know how they're playing. They don't even understand that when I go, who wants to QB? They're like, what's that? What do you mean, what's that? Who wants to throw the ball? Which one of you wants to throw the ball? Not me. Not me.
That means you get in the car and you drive down to the Burger King and get me food.
And then one of them, they always go, I want to catch the ball this time. I'm like, well, you're going to get open? They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, you got to get open. They're not just going to throw you the ball and you're going to catch it because you're open. You got to get yourself open. None of them even know what that means. It's bizarre. They put us in a terrible spot, but listen, we'll try to get some games under our belt. One of the coaches brought a whiteboard this week and was like literally writing out every single word so the kids could see where they're supposed to go and everything. That might be the best idea. We'll see. So, yeah.
That's why I'm glad my kid, for the most part, really didn't want to play sport. My son played baseball a couple of years and I didn't have to coach. I was like, thank God.
I'm with you. She doesn't really want, like, it's not for everyone who knows me. It's not like all of a sudden she's like this great athlete. She's like in it, and I'm like, you got to do something so you don't turn to mush. So I put her into football, and basketball. That's like, you know what I mean? That's really it.
Okay, my rule has always been, if you want to play the sport, I'll let you play, but you're playing the entire fucking season if they're going to entry fee for it. Because I'm not paying an entry fee for you to quit after like week 1. Like you're going to play the season.
Dude, we had one girl in basketball who played one game and then showed up for the last game for the championship game. We had to play her because she paid. Otherwise, she didn't come to one game except for the second game of the season. Missed every practice and every other game till the championship weekend. And we had to put her in. She had no idea what to do. We were like, you're going to play center against the center. She was tiny. I'm like, just don't let her get the ball. And all she did was kind of run around back and forth. I was like, fine. That's you did your part. You're good. Take your trophy.
I'm glad I don't have kids to deal with any of that shit. I played soccer for like 2 years. I like that. That was fun. I played football for like 2-3 years. It was fine.
Yeah. I mean, but this is now the big thing in Long Island is, especially because I only have a girl, is flag football is now the big thing in New York. New York State's one of the few states that have it as a full-time varsity and junior varsity sport. So all the girls in the town are trying to, get better. Maybe they'll play on a team. It gives them an extra option for the ones who can't play softball or field hockey or girls lacrosse. They can play flag football. So we'll see. I mean, I don't think Harper's going to play any sport by the time she gets there. She runs like her legs are attached at the knees. You know what I mean? Like she's glued together, or like a newborn giraffe that doesn't know how to use her feet. So you can get an idea of what that looks like on the field.
As much as you like acting in movies and stuff, I'm surprised you haven't tried to get her into like drama club.
Oh, she's in it, dude. No, she's in it. She was the wolf in Into the Woods this year. That was the big production. Next year she's going to do a different theater group. But yeah, she's doing it. She she tries. I give her she tries. So yeah, that's our winter activity. Besides basketball, it's theater. In the fall, she plays basketball for like just clinics, and then in the spring it's flag football. And who knows? Once middle school comes next year, she may want to do other things. I don't know. I hope it's more stuff. Who knows?
Yeah, don't get her into dance.
Nah.
I've seen Black Swan. Don't get her into dance.
We tried her in gymnastics, and like all the kids kept going up every year a level, and she was left back. And they're like, she's just not there. And I'm like, and then finally she just goes, I don't want to do this anymore. I do the same thing every year. 3 straight years she didn't get called up. So forget it. It is what it is.
Since she's a baby giraffe, she's just not the gangly. She can't
falling
do it.
on her face. Yep.
Yeah, my son played 3 years in the Little League. The first 2 years were coach pitch, and that was fine. He had actual kids pitching against him the third year, and he's like, I'm not very good at this. I don't want to do this anymore. Finish sneaking out, then don't do it anymore. But finish sneaking out. And he did.
Yeah, dude, it's fair. That's exactly right. My brother and I tried out for the Little League in Queens. He made it. I didn't. And so I just hung out and got food and brought pizza to the team. And my brother played. And I, you know what? I didn't lose any sleep over it. But
that was last year, by the way.
I have played in plenty of men's league, and they are just terrible. You got to have an ambulance outside the place before when the games are over. Someone's limping home.
Yeah, people don't realize that JGold is coaching Harper because he walked her to school because they're in the same grade.
Oh no, that is ridiculous.
She's been left behind so many times. He'll eventually get there if he can just pass the spelling bee.
Yeah. Oh, anyway. So,
again, JGold, T-A-T cat.
Yeah.
With a T, not a K.
Yeah. Anyway, that's that. Anybody else do anything fun besides just sitting in front of a 4-hour Creative Pro show?
I what did I do all weekend? Sat in front of my TV. That's pretty much it.
That's good though. You with your new job, you need some rest every once in a while.
I was moving around, like hobbling around this weekend. Like I worked a 10-hour shift on Saturday, and I didn't even work. I literally just laid around and relaxed and like recouped from the week, and just it was bad. I don't know. Like I don't think Friday AIW shows are going to work for me. Like there's one coming up, and I'm just like, I don't know, man. I'm so tired. Like by the time like I need to catch a nap before I go or something, or take a nap in my car outside in the parking lot before I go into the show, because I'm just not ready for it.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to do all that work all day and then turn around and get going over there. It really is.
Yeah, like a legit job is just might be too much, especially if we're on 10s. Like if I got to get up at 5 in the morning and be there till 3:30, I don't know if I can do it. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I did talk to Matt Griffin today while I was watching the show, and I pitched an idea to him, and once he gets some show dates lined up, I might be making a trip down to Georgia. So
you should. And what did he say about last week? Was he upset?
He didn't say anything. We didn't talk about last week. So I'm assuming he probably didn't even listen. He knew it wasn't going to be good. He probably didn't even bother to listen. But we'll talk. There's more to talk about on the show, because they took a second and showed off their new ring apron. So we got to talk about that.
Oh, hell yeah. I want to see that.
JHawk, do you got anything?
No, not really. I pretty much did the same thing as you. Got in front of my TV most of the weekend when I wasn't sleeping and I felt like crap. No.
Right on. All right. Well, let's do shout outs real quick, and then we'll play some Zach's match game, because he gave us a new match, and I'll tell you who won last week. So shout out to Patty first off.
Hey, Patty.
Hey, Patty, I need a pin. need
Here's
a pin.
the thing, that she doesn't have more of those. She only has the one. The guy who did the slow burn shoot, he has pins. Like he made all those pins. I don't know how many he has, but he has them because she got one because I told her I wanted one, but she only had the one. Then there was that Josh one, and then there was the steel chair, the M-Dog.
When did they make the Josh one, by the way? I don't even remember him having one where he's eating peanut butter.
It's in the slow burn shoot.
I know. I have to see it. Well, I'm going to see it in June.
It's a spoiler. When you get to see it, you'll understand why they made it.
Yeah, we're going to see it in June.
I love the fact when you said when they make the one where you're eating peanut butter, that your daughter just looked at all of it like, what the hell are you talking about?
Can't hear it. And she's just being sneaky over here.
Yeah, she's walking around like the gangly giraffe, like you said.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah. Yep. Well, I am seeing June 15th. I will be there. I'm hoping maybe Josh comes up, or I don't know who's going to do the Q&A at the last one. So hopefully it'll be somebody from Ohio will come out this way.
It seems like Josh was at a bunch of them, so maybe it'll be him.
Okay. Well, I hope so. Then maybe I'll have some dinner with him afterwards or something. Anyway.
Also, shout out to Bagelmonger. Shout out to Zach. Shout out to Paul.
I need to know who won last week, Zach.
Our patrons got access to episode 9 of the Video Wire a day early, so that was nice. I worked on that all weekend, I guess I should say.
And the Video Wire is great.
I worked on episode 10 as well. They're both half-hour episodes. There's 2 matches, all the promos and stuff in them, everything so.
And if people don't mind, check out our YouTube page because it's growing and the Video Wires are up there, and we are close to 100 on that one. So we have almost 400 on the main event. We have almost 100 on the YouTube page for IW Guide. Come on, tell a friend and join us on
follow
YouTube.
Our YouTube page on for IW Guide. It's we have all the podcast episodes are up on there, and then we have all the Video Wires plus bonus matches, everything else, like anything match wise that is sponsored by us, we get access to and put it up on there. So you'll see it all.
We want to get popular enough to where we get invited to WrestleMania and then they cut by like 50 people the week after. Go.
I want to get I'm gonna start doing maybe some backstage vlogs, stuff like that, so you can kind of see what I do on a show day, which is kind of interesting, sort of sometimes.
Yeah, I'd actually like to see more of you and Mad Dog Connolly hanging out. Maybe you guys go get something to eat together or something like that.
Mad Dog and I just getting like ice cream at Handles.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah, that would be the most fascinating.
Eating ice cream cones. Yeah. You laugh, but like Mad Dog, the man that's covered in from far enough away, he looks like he has a full body tattoo, but it's just fur. He's just that hairy. It's amazing.
Like wearing a sweater.
Yeah. You probably could shave him and make a sweater out of his.
Yeah. That's what I try to avoid. That's why I use so much stuff like a back shaver, so I don't have to look like Mad Dog Connolly. Because if I just left it, I would. It would get ugly.
You should just start doing that now. Just turn it to the Bear Jew.
Yeah,
it would come up like that. It would.
You should shave some of that and put it up here.
Oh! I know. He's not wrong.
I'm in the same boat, Butters. Like it's not like I'm not.
Yeah, I keep my shit shaved now, so yeah, I paid handsomely for my beard and my head to be shaved, and I noticed that, by the way.
I noticed that in your pictures from the last show that you had a very nice haircut and everything.
Yes, and I'm keeping it that way because it was very expensive.
Yeah,
it wasn't my usual $7 that I'd spend.
Yeah.
I found my favorite student from when I was going to the student place, and now that he's a professional, he charges a lot of money.
No, I'm not. Yeah.
So it's worth it, but at the same time, I'm going to keep up on it. I'm not going to let it just go to waste. So
the schools are great until they have to until they're no longer in school. Then they need to make a living, and then screwed.
So now, so I'm still supporting them, but I'm gonna keep up on it and not go as often.
Yeah, it makes you feel good.
Yeah. All right. So
yeah,
the winner of last week's spring allergies match.
Oh yeah,
was me, by the way.
Oh, that was the one where everyone was outdoors except for the fans and everything.
Outdoors,
just the wrestlers.
it's the wrestlers and the referee are outdoors in the field.
Yeah,
with the wind and the pollen and everything, and yeah.
All right. Well, I still think mine was better.
Of course you do, Josh. It was your idea versus my idea. Come on.
Well,
we'll see what you got, because Zach's match game this week is a Hungry Hippos Fatal 4-Way. So I hope you all brought your A game this week, because I have a really good idea. So
this one's more for Zach's wife. I got a good one, another one, because she was so high on my other idea.
Were you going to make everybody eat Indian food and all 4 people poop this time?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. It's everybody in each corner. Everyone has a meal, and they have to stuff themselves and then wrestle without pooping themselves.
Jared, what do you got?
All right, so we're gonna set the ring up in the hippo enclosure of a GNU, and we're gonna make sure the hippos don't eat for like a month. And I think hippos are actually plain eater, because we're just gonna cover them with everybody with like leaves and shit before the match start. And the winner is the first person to get a pinfall or commission without getting mauled to death by a hippo trying to get breakfast.
I'm just thinking from a promoter standpoint, Butters, like, you having to pay for hippos to be. You have to have animals at the ring.
That's why you put the enclosure in the GNU. You're paying the GNU, the rental, for the enclosure. The hippo's already there.
So Jared's going very literal with it. Josh, you're just trying to make people poop themselves.
That's the only decision I have. These match titles don't make sense.
So it's a fatal 4-way.
Yeah.
I remember the Hungry Hippos game. You had to like chomp on the chomp and get the most like marbles or whatever. Mm-hmm. So what we're gonna do is it's gonna be a 20-minute time limit match where it's 4 heavyweight guys. So like 4 people in the heavyweight division. It's not for smaller guys. It's for the big guys like Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs, guys like that.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be most pinfalls in 20 minutes.
Actually, that's good.
Is the winner of the Hungry Hippos match.
I would like that after they eat. Then everybody has to eat a nice sized meal, and then they do that. See how many. Zach, I know you like it.
Now you're just cheating. You're just trying to take my thing and mix it with your thing so that you can win.
Yeah.
You cheating fuck. This is why nobody likes your people, Josh.
So stupid.
You scream anti-Semitism. I say it's because you all fuckers cheat.
Well, sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. I'm just smart. That's all.
I kept going to bed early for this shit.
All right, you're not entertained, Jared. I see you over there trying not to fucking laugh. Shut up. All right, let's get into this fucking review.
No, what's on?
Oh God, we got to do what's on still. Jesus.
What's on this weekend?
All right, I'll start because I have mine open on the independent wrestling television side. This is Immortal Championship Wrestling, Saturday, May 9th from Rome, New York, in the Kennedy Arena. It is Immortal. It presents the Road to Immortality 2026. There's a Road to Immortality Rumble, a street fight, Adam Stone versus Patrick Saint, Heavyweight Championship, Matt McCoy versus Don Freeze, the Haven versus CXR, the Northeast Championship, David Cole versus Gregory Iron. Then the Rising Star Tournament match, CJ Settles versus Ryan O'Neal, and that is all on Saturday night at 6:45 on the Independent Wrestling Television Network.
Okay, well, I checked the trailer schedule literally 2 minutes before I started up the Zoom meeting, and there ain't shit wrestling-wise, but if you want to watch a bunch of fucking cricket, trailer's your night.
That's right.
So I'm going to stick with IWTV as well, and it's going to be North Shore Pro Wrestling presenting Le Dernier Droit. If I'm pronouncing that correctly, I don't speak French, I apologize. But that'll be at 8 p.m. on Saturday, May 9th. The NFPW Tag Team Champion TDT against Knoxicity, Stu Grayson against Pee Wee, MBN against Dylan Donovan, Jason Graver against Drea Mitchell. I assume there's more on tap, but that's all that can out.
I'm surprised you didn't mention TNT Ignition Aftershock 2023 that they're airing on May 10th at 11 a.m. on
Aftershock.
Triller.
Sounds terrible.
It's from 3 years ago.
And that's literally the only wrestling show that they've got listed on their schedule.
Yeah,
Like,
everybody's jumping ship. I wonder where GCW is going to go, if they're going to do the YouTube deal like everybody else.
GCW? Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah, but like I said, if you want to watch cricket or cycling, Triller is your site for that.
And I guess I'm going to do a podcast with that Tom Talks Rubbish. I guess him and I have been going back and forth.
Yeah, you should.
About,
You should. Tom is a great dude. He really is.
I just don't want to talk about myself.
You know what? He gets you to like talk, and it's not just about yourself, but you can really get into it, and like he'll give you a lot of leeway. So I highly recommend at least doing it with him and seeing where it goes. So
meanwhile, I love talking about myself. So if anybody is looking for a podcast guest,
I'll get him on you. I'll tell him to reach out to you.
Yeah, tell him to talk to JHawk. Get JHawk on.
Yeah, definitely. Trust me, JHawk, you would like this guy. It's a good hour. It goes fast, and it's really right on schedule. Like, he doesn't go over. It just is right to it. So
Yeah, he says like an hour 15, and then he's like, I guess I'm going to do it Sunday, I guess, is when I'm going to record, because I don't have anything going on. So I was like,
and you probably won't be on his stuff, because he films a ton in the can. So he said mine won't be till August. Kyle's in September.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
So I could be like even later. I could be like late in the year. Sweet. Cool. That's nice, I guess.
And I'm doing the Sam's on Wrestling Channel tomorrow, so I'll be with 8 o'clock in the morning, because at 1 o'clock Sam's time, I'll be doing a Backlash preview. So
are you going to accept Dan Houken's $400 human and be a partner in JGold?
dude, I love that guy. I'm sorry, there's nothing he's done so far that hasn't made me absolutely go back and watch the bit like 1,000 times and howl at it. Everything he does, I can't help myself. It's like a live Simpsons.
Does CM Punk have a match yet for Backlash?
He does not, and I'm honestly thinking that's probably the most likely choice.
Oh, that would be so good if it was Punk and Danhausen.
Yeah,
I don't mind that.
I feel like that could be a thing, but everybody's like really like chanting for R-Truth about it too, and they're like, "Oh, we could finally get R-Truth and Danhausen as a tag team, and it's just going to be so funny." I'm like, you don't put two comedy acts together and expect like the comedy to work. It's very different things.
The only time it worked was Regal and Goldust.
I don't know. Ooh. I still love that Goldust with Tourette's is a thing, and I love that I got called ableist for saying I loved it, and then like Deadlock talks about it and does it ad nauseum when they talk about Goldust, and people don't get upset at them for it because
they're dumb. Because wrestling fans are stupid. Most wrestling
they
fans
are fucking Goldust with Tourette's was fucking hilarious.
Hilarious.
Fuck you if you don't like it. I'm sorry. Like, I understand like being upset because they're not making fun of people with Tourette's. Like, it's just him with like, it was just a thing he came up with.
He got electrocuted. That's why
there was a whole gimmick.
Yeah, like come on, people. Jesus. Oh, that's like trying to talk business with wrestling fans this week. If that wasn't as frustrating as it comes. All right.
Oh, dude, I don't. They don't understand the business that they watch. They don't understand this shit.
I wouldn't send any of them 500 feet from a corporate building if they gave me money ever. Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I don't necessarily understand business, but I do understand PR, and it's not a good PR look for them the last 2 weeks. But that's neither here nor there.
Jared, you don't understand business because you skip out on the 4th anniversary Wilbur's retirement show to go to Real Action Pro Wrestling,
which I did end up actually working anyway, but I felt like shit. My blood pressure.
Did you go to the show?
I went to the show, and I looked so bad they sent me home.
Oh shit, JHawk! You can't be sent home from a wrestling show. They don't send anybody home from a wrestling show.
They didn't want him to die in the ring, apparently.
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So.
You're not gonna let her figure out what's wrong with you. You said your blood pressure's like crazy high and shit. Like there's something wrong.
Yeah, they gotta fix you, JHawk.
I agree. I see my actual doctor tomorrow morning. Like 7:30
Don't leave his
morning,
office without
diagnosis.
Without being fixed.
Yeah.
Something. I refuse to leave until he fixes you. We can't have dead JHawk. That's not going to work for me, brother.
Yeah, I don't want to do a memorial show, JHawk. I just want to do the regular show with you.
Right.
We don't have clips of best of.
The only good thing about a memorial show would be the only time I ever draw money in this fucking business.
It'll just be all the clips of me calling his wife a dog.
The special, very special episode. Oh shit!
I'm not going back and through and clipping all that either. We got to get one of the interns to do it. I ain't doing it. Well, one of the main event interns.
JHawk, you see how much respect Butters has? He won't even clip him making fun of you. How nice.
Well, what everybody missed 2 weeks ago before we started recording is my dog came into my office and came up to get pet. And he go, "It's JHawk's wife."
Right. Yeah. Well, that was.
It's been so long. I had to. It just happened. I couldn't help it. It was like old times.
Oh Lord.
Jamie still owes you a kick in the dick, by the way.
He sure does.
There was a very solid amount of pro wrestlers that specifically tuned in to hear my jokes about your wife.
At one point, yes.
Just so you know. There was a WWE ID'd superstar that specifically tuned in to hear me harass you, okay?
Gee, I wonder who that was.
It was Marcus Mathers.
Yeah, it was that fuck Marcus Mathers.
Oh, Lord.
Well, the WWE ID superstar, I know it's not the only one, but I had one tell me personally, "Why you so mad at Butters for telling jokes about your wife? They're entertaining." Shut up.
It was Starboy Charlie.
Actually, it was Kylie before
Cappuccino Jones.
I'm not gonna lie, I would actually pop if Starboy Charlie listened to our podcast at all, and that was what he got out of it. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh boy.
Oh, dude, we have a lot of listeners in California. You never know, man.
You never know.
Never know.
That's right. All right, what do we watch?
Doing a review.
We watched Action Wrestling Better 8 Than Never, which is their 8th anniversary show.
Mm-hmm.
That was just a week after the colossal mess that was the Vegas show.
And this was not a colossal mess film-wise.
This was.
And you can hear the announcers.
This was 2 hours. It fucking flew by. I couldn't believe I was at the main event was the main event, and it was like, what was going on? I was like, holy shit! It's at the end already.
Yeah. I have one. I'll talk about the one match I thought was a little long, but otherwise, I thought this whole thing was well done, well filmed, and actually, I wasn't taken out of it by the sounds of the ring or anything like that. It was way better, way better.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they had their normal,
their crew and everything, and their Wi-Fi and everything else.
Yeah, and the live broadcast had an intermission, and it still topped in under 2.5 hours with the intermission if you watched it live. Oh,
right.
And the intermission wasn't even really anything. It was literally like they started playing a Nirvana song. They told people to go to the concessions and go to the merch tables, and then it cut away and came back. So it was.
Yeah, well, from what I understand with the live feed, the intermission was they announced 10 minutes. I think they went closer to 15, but that still put you like 2:22 for the show.
Right,
like, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, let's kick it up, JHawk. You got us in your old school fashion here, or Butters and I doing?
I gotcha.
All right, I missed it.
Right.
That's why.
So we are live from the Roger Spencer Community Center in Tyrone, Georgia, on April 24th, 2026. Your commentary team is Rob Weather and Jaden Newman. And the first time I've actually heard Jaden on commentary, I thought he did pretty good.
Yeah, not bad. A little bit overexcited in certain spots. A lot of holy shit, my God! But otherwise, it wasn't. It was a good effort.
I think my favorite part of watching shows like this is seeing new wrestling moves. I saw like a new pile driver variation on the show.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a lot of really great stuff on this show. I saw some really great stuff in the action title match we'll get into, but like, wow, this was a lot of fun.
And our opening match, the only one, Alexander Lev taking on the holy one, Father Marquis.
Father Marquis, that lady who accosted him when he came through the curtain was standing there doing this and doing the cross and everything. I was like, lady, back off, leave him alone.
The kids in the crowd really get into like hugging the wrestlers and like getting all up on them, and it's very weird.
Yeah, back off a little bit, give him a little space.
That's Southern wrestling for you. I don't know what to tell you.
No, that's true. But that lady was all up in whatever his name is business, and but this was a fun one. It was quick. It was high flying. It was all sorts of stuff.
I noticed they had sponsor banners on the back wall. And I have a nice big banner that I can absolutely give them to put up on that back wall. It has
Sure.
so I gotta maybe I'll look into sending that down there or something.
Yeah. Now the preacher gimmick is fun in wrestling because it's like a baby fake gimmick and you're carrying the blade around. People might actually give you money. You can make a little bit extra money off of it.
Yeah.
And if you're a heel, they can just put random shit in your bowl, and it's entertaining for the boys in the back. What random shit gets put into your plate? So
Random shit in your
it's
bowl.
Super,
we had a guy up here a few years ago doing a preacher gimmick, and people were putting in like half-eaten hot dogs and shit in a collection plate. He was working like a heel.
So Pastor CeeLo, up our way is, has a sort of similar gimmick.
And I've seen him act a heel and act a baby fake, and he gotten money when he can baby fake, and random item of various description when he can heel.
So
congratulations to Pastor Kilo, by the way, new mega champion act of Saturday night.
Yeah, and he got signed to NWA. So
he beat Bishop.
Yeah.
Wow.
With the worst looking coffin drop I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he landed firmly on Bishop's knee and got the pin.
One knee on his right knee of all knees, and he the slowest second rope, not even top rope, second rope coffin drop onto the right knee, and then he pinned Bishop. It was not good looking.
Yeah. Well,
but in fairness, that crowd loved Pastor Kilo. They went nuts.
Yes, they did. So. It was like fucking Hulk slamming Andre to them.
That's cool.
But anyway, back to Father Marquise, and this match was actually really good. I've never seen either of these guys before. Thought this match was really solid. They fucking busted out the that pile driver variation. Alexander did. What the fuck
was it? One arm wrapped around the leg and the other one behind his back.
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, he had like a hammerlock. He had
hammerlock pile driver is what it's called. A hammerlock pile driver. It's like, you know how Andrade does the hammerlock DDT. It's like he started off with that, but then he fucking picked him up into a pile driver and hit a pile driver with it. The hammerlock pile driver.
That's a great idea, by the way.
Sweet.
Yeah. Never seen I like hammerlock variations of stuff. When they used to do the body slams with the arm tucked behind the back and things like that. I used to love that. But yeah, that was a good move, and it's the right way to end the match. He did 2 pile drivers, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. The only production issue I really call in the entire show. They do try to throw replay on here, which I think is great. Mm-hmm. But at one point, there was one where they put up the screen like they were showing a replay and nothing happened. It was just like a still picture for 10 or 15 seconds.
Yeah, it was during the next match. Yeah, it happened. And then, but other than that, I love that they threw in replays, especially during the match. They would throw in stuff. Post match, they would throw in stuff. I thought that was really great. They've come a long way with that stuff. That was really good. I really like that.
Yeah, well, there was one in this match where they started to show the replay and they couldn't finish it because stuff was starting to happen in the ring. They went, oh shit! They had to cut the replay in mid replay.
Yeah, I personally I would keep it to after that way. It's you're kind of recapping what happened in the match if you missed something or if something was going on. I was actively trying to cook dinner while I started watching this, so I did miss a couple things here and there. So, but they did I like that they were able to do that kind of thing. So.
If you're going to do the replay in the middle of the match, I would like to see you incorporate the picture-in-picture deal.
Picture-in-picture replay would be the move, yeah.
Right, but I don't know what their technology look like if they've got that option available to them or not. But
yeah,
that would be my suggestion if they can do it. But it was Alexander Lev with that hammerlock pile driver for the win in 706. From there, we get Jazzy Yang, the daughter of Jimmy Wang Yang, taking on Corinne Joy.
I like this match. I thought it was too long, but I like this match, and both women worked really hard, and I had no issues with the match itself. I just thought it went on a little long.
Did you have any notes about their outfits, Josh?
No, not for, you know what? This was a classic. It was very modest. Everybody did their thing. You could tell, there was a family style, and they were both in athletic style gear, and it was a very athletic match. I liked it.
I told Jason from NeoPro that he should look into booking Jazzy Yang because she's out of Cincinnati. So, and she's been wrestling for 5 years, and I thought she was pretty decent. So, I mean, compared to what we have in this area, she might be worthwhile.
I would have to agree with that. Corinne Joy, a very good athlete. She did a really nice handspring elbow at one point, just looked just absolutely beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah. So
her frog splash needs a little work, but other than that, I thought she was fine.
Yeah, perfectly fine match, and was Joy winning with the power bomb in 8:48. So let that be a lesson for you. JGold thought a 9-minute match was too long.
It just felt a little long to me.
There was a suplex in the corner too that looked pretty gross. By Corinne to Jazzy. Jazzy bumped all over for Corinne. It was pretty good.
Okay, from there we have Matt Kell coming in, entering the ring for an unscheduled promo, and in turn into Kell basically taking credit for all Jada Newman's cuck, and that leads Jada Newman to leave the booth and confront him, and Kell backing off. So building to something in the future with those guys. I like it. You got Kell who's hurt and can't work at the moment.
Yeah.
You're still able to get him to do something and build for something down the line. That's smart.
Yeah, I like them yelling at each other and Jaden Newman going to rip off his shirt and like blah 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 going after him. I did like that. That's another promo I thought went a little too long, but this is, they're trying to set things up, so I can't be too picky.
Yeah. Jaden Newman trying to rip his shirt off, and then when he does finally rip it off, he loses it because I'm make a fan grab it, which is fantastic. All right, so from there, it was supposed to be Jamison Shook against Isaiah Broner, but Broner was unable to appear due to travel issues. So we get Prince Molay as Broner substitute against Jamison Shook.
My man, a Moroccan. We get my wife's Moroccan. My daughter's half Moroccan. We get a Moroccan in the ring with the flag and everything. That's what I was rooting for. I'm like, there we go against Jameson. He you know what? He was a fun little gimmick out there.
Yeah, this match was fun while it lasted. It's the shortest match of the night. It's a little over 5 minutes.
Yeah,
and that was fine for what you needed for this particular show. I had no issues with it.
I feel like there was something cool in this match, but I just can't remember anything about this match. Like, nothing against them. I don't remember anything about this match.
Well, the finish was kind of like almost like a Michinoku driver, but kind of a pump handle.
No, I remember. Okay, no, I remember seeing that. That wasn't it. I don't know. Okay. I don't remember what it was. I don't know. The way he set up, the way he got into it was pretty sweet though, because it was kind of like he countered. He was just like, "Haha, I got you this time," and boom, got him. So yeah.
Okay, with Jamison Shook in the win in 526. From there, we have the match for the Action World Championship. The champion, Darian Bankston, defending against the former champion and former tag team champion, Kevin Koo.
Anybody else sing Zombie in their living room while they watch this?
Of course, every time. But I love Kevin Koo. This was the first match that I actually enjoyed Darian Bankston in. I'm not a big fan of his, but you know what?
They're doing something interesting with him. Like I understand why they put him up against like the way that he wrestled in this match and the stuff that he uses, and a lot of it's a tribute to
Makabe,
to Makabe and like the people that Makabe face, like Thatcher and stuff. So it's starting to make sense in my head, like why they're doing what they're doing with them. So I get it. He mixes like this really interesting hybrid style. And going up against like Koo will give you like everything, and like Koo hit that top rope brainbuster that was just fucking insane.
Yeah, like insane. Like Bankston that should have ended the match. By the way,
yeah, I agree. And onto the turnbuckle, no less too. Like
it looked crazy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It almost did. I mean, he kicked out like just barely. He just barely kicked out on that. So I mean, at least it wasn't like a kick out on one fucking fighting spirit, that kind of shit. Like he at least he nearly won the match with it. It felt like that was going to be it too. Like the ref was just like, oh shit, here comes.
Yeah. Well, it looked crazy, and it should have ended the match, to be honest. And if you're gonna do a move if you're gonna pull a move out like that. I have such issues sometimes with like just that kind of pacing where you're like, that should be it. That dude hit the top turnbuckle like head on. That's it. You're not kicking out.
Yeah, but that can move to me that if you're going to do that, if it's not going to be the finish, it needs to be a tag match where someone makes a save, or it's got to be a thing where he lands close enough to the rope where he can kind of barely get the foot on the rope.
Yeah, you can't kick out.
Beyond that, I think that has to be a finish. If you're going to do it. But,
yeah.
No, I thought it was fine. I thought that he barely kicked out.
It looks so good, man. It was like close. Perfectly executed.
The roll into the reverse cattle mutilation, the Makabe lock as they called it, was fucking insane. That was a great. The counter and the roll into that was like caught me off guard and fucking had him tap real quick. That was pretty sweet. I like that.
Yeah, and I was surprised. I didn't know that they would have Koo tap that quickly, and you know what, it got over the move too, so there you go. I mean,
and the thing is, like, Darian barely survived. Like they very much made it like that Koo absolutely had the match in the bag, and handily did it, and he still like Banks him just barely inched it out by like the skin of his teeth. So like I feel like he didn't beat him super duper clean. Like, you know, it was like one of those he just got lucky and caught him is what it was. It's what it felt like. I feel like they didn't do anything a disservice to the title or to anything in the match. Like, you guys can argue all day long about the brainbuster. To me, the kick out at 3.999 or 2.99999 I thought was fine, and then like catching him in that submission to get the quick tap was perfect. It worked just the way it needed to.
That was my favorite match of the entire card. So
for sure.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
I thought that was good, but there was a match I liked actually more.
Yeah, there was a spot in there where they kept exchanging counter on a small package, and I don't even know if Shiny Shoot knew who he was counting at that point. Because it was one switch before the hands even hit switch. Like, I don't even think Shiny Shoot had any idea whose shoulder he was fucking counting by the time they were done with that fight.
And we haven't done that enough to you, JHawk. And now that you're semi-retired, we can't even do it to
when
you
you're
now.
better, JHawk, whoever match you're doing, I want to make sure they do a rolling pin.
We did
back
one
forth.
where fucking Shelby rolled him up for a fucking roll up. That was the best. We convinced Shelby to do a fucking roll up on him. It was great. That's one of my all-time favorite fucking spots we made up. That was good. I loved it.
Yeah, there are already people that do shit like that in matching guy work trying to blow me up. I hate all those motherfuckers.
Once you get on your blood pressure medicine, you'll be fine. You'll be able to do all that stuff again.
Yeah.
It'll be like you're 20 years younger.
Right.
All right, so we had our intermission after this. And then we come back from intermission with probably my favorite match of the show. I really like this tag match. I really liked it.
What's that kid's...
Herculon Rage and Greek and Pierce against the Golden Clack of Byron Young and Dalek Cage.
Can I just say Herculon Rage is the most indie name I have ever heard in my entire life. Herculon Rage.
I've heard worse, dude.
Brother, I'm not saying it's a bad name. I'm saying it is the most indie name I have ever heard. It is as indie as indie gets. Herculon Rage. Good Lord. But you know what?
That's better than some of the fucking NXT names that you watch every week.
No, NXT names are inexcusably bad. I'm just saying this is an indie name. Like, this is an indie name, my man. Like, this is your Rage. Like, let's go. Like, that is an indie name.
Herculon.
He better be massive if you're going to be called Herculon. You better be
pretty big looking.
He's a big
kid.
Yeah.
Like I said, this tag match just there was I want to say like the last, like, I don't know, 3-4 minutes of it just really hooked me. And I was in all the way. And I feel like this more than almost anything else really hooked me and my attention. And I really, really dug this match.
It was fun. It was definitely fun. That kid, the kid who came out with Herculon Rage is fun too. I like him.
The height that Young got on that fucking springboard cross body.
Yeah.
That was insane how high he got. That was Javon Evans type shit.
They actually hit the that double team cutter correctly. I've seen so many tag teams try to hit that where like one guy's got him in the wheelbarrow and the other guy hits him with the cutter. I've seen so many teams try to hit that properly and mess it up every single time. They hit it smoothly like they invented it. I mean, it was perfect. It was good stuff.
Oh yeah. They absolutely, everything that was, the match was really fun. It was just, sometimes you just want to watch a match for fun, and this was just a fun, I didn't have to like overthink it, overanalyze it. It was just fun.
Right.
Yeah, that's with the perfect match to get to keep the crowd up after an intermission. A lot of time crowd were down after that. Great way to keep them up.
Or how down they were after Vargas versus Azure at Creative Pro. For a Monsters Ball, the crowd was out of it. It was a Monsters Ball, and no one was excited. Oh, well.
The next match I thought was the main event for a hot minute, the way that they were like hyping it all throughout the show. And I was like, okay, holy crap, we're clocking in way under 2 hours, like just under 2 hours, like sweet, perfect. But it wasn't. It was the semi-main.
Yeah. So before we get to that, the Pierce and Rage win. Pierce pinned Cage with a split leg into a double knee drop.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Very nicely done.
Yep.
So Dylan Hale comes out with Tim Bobby. Matt Griffin's got a mystery opponent for him, and Dylan Hale basically saying the only reason he can a mystery partner because Matt Griffin knows that if he tells me who the opponent is ahead of time, Bobby's going to win in like 2 minutes. He's trying to extend his big match here, and then Matt Griffin brings out Slim J in a rematch from the Death Valley Day show in February. And this match fucking rules. I love this match.
Oh, Bosby is a star. I like
Slim
Bosby.
J is just like, he's tiny, but he's so solid. Like he's like that Southern guy that you just would not want to get into a fight with. He's just like, it feels like his whole body is flexed the entire time, like the way he walks, that his whole body is just like a stiff flex of muscle. Like,
I feel like he's more of a Southern Amazing Red. Like with his movesets.
Basically.
For sure, basically. But the way that like his body structure though, like every time I've seen him, even when he's like wrestled at AIW, he's been to AIW twice and wrestled at AIW twice in recent years. I think he might have been there even before then. But the 2 times I've seen him at AIW, his whole body is just like, he looks like he's just like I was in a very small room with him when he was getting photos taken, and we were recording a podcast with Pedro. So like we were sharing this like photo studio space and podcast space, and he was in there, and he's just muscle, but he's just like, he looked like, it's hard to explain. Like he's tiny, but it's all muscle. Like it's insane. Like he's got a super weird body type.
What's insane to me about Slim J, I remember seeing Slim J at a Ring of Honor show in Dayton, Ohio in 2003. That's 23 years ago. He's still not quite 41 years old. He turns 41 next month.
Wow.
That means I was watching this dude literally when he was fucking like 18 years old.
Yeah,
and he's still fucking going and still kicking ass 23 years later. Like
he's just one
to me.
Yeah, he's one of those age. There's a few ageless wrestlers. He has always been one of them. I feel like every time I hear Slim Jim, like again, like that dude still hasn't retired. Like he's only 40. He just is a sight. Like even Amazing Red slowed down. He doesn't slow down. He hasn't slowed down. His body hasn't betrayed him.
No, he's still still
he's
rocking.
Nuts. Yeah.
Like, hopefully it's not one of those things where it's like the one, like a random injury is just what takes him out. Like I just want the finally like one little minor injury and he's just like, oh nope, I'm done.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah, Bosby hit that fucking F10 on him and just flung him around in the like
that
4
was
circles.
Nuts. And the move that he did where he had him in like the Sting or Death Drop and he's swinging him around the wrong way, like where that was nuts. That was nuts. Bosby's is a star. I like him.
Yeah, they definitely treat him like they're Brock Lesnar. It's pretty sweet.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love this match a lot. Bosby gets the win. Low blow behind the referee's back. Then he hits the finish for the win, 14:36. And then we have our main event. It is a Tyrone street fight. Loser of the fall, whoever gets pinned or submits, leaves Action Wrestling. It is the team of the Good Hand, Casey Owens, Shug D, and Tyler Stevens, the Wall Brother, against Bombaye South of Jay Lucas, Teriyaki, and Alex Kane.
Who's what's the name of the guy who looks like Tiny Lloyd, like a little Jimmy Lloyd? Who is that again?
Casey Owens.
That's his name, Casey Owens. I was like, I'm going to call him Tiny Lloyd.
Tiny Lloyd. I thought you were going to be like, who's the small, the other powerhouse Hobbs that's in there? Like, oh God, you can't say that, Josh.
Teriyaki is a legend everywhere. I feel like the guy everywhere he goes, he's everywhere. He's on every ETU show. He's on all the shows up at the Mecca. He's down at Action. The guy goes all over the place. It's such a ridiculous name to this day. Ridiculous. Teriyaki. Anyway.
Yeah, so no surprise that this match goes everywhere in the building. And here, what I loved about it, though, this is really the only match that really goes out to the floor. Like, you had a couple of individual spots early on where there was one thing on the floor, then back in. This is the only one where they're really fighting on the floor. Perfect.
Yeah.
Sure. I did not care anything about this match. This was my plus 10 match of the night.
I like Alex Kane.
Yeah, I will.
I like Alex Kane. I just,
I'm with you. They could have done.
I was done. Like
match,
I said, I thought the other match was the main event. I'm like, all right. And then this started. I'm just like, I'm good.
I would have liked to have seen the Ku Bankson match as the main event. That was my favorite match of the night by far. And I loved that. Gave you just as much gave the crowd just as much energy and everybody just as much energy as this one. This one just was everywhere.
I get why this was the main event.
Right.
I understand, like, somebody's like getting basically like kicked out of the company, which is fine. Like, I get it. And it seemed all too fitting to be Shug D, for all intents and purposes. His reign of terror is finally over in action. Like, I remember when it was just kind of warming up when we were still watching action.
Yeah.
So to come back and see this is finally the end of it, is just kind of interesting.
How long has Shug D been in wrestling? Forever, right? Like, he's been around.
Time, man. He used to be Shug D used to be a basketball player.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I played with him in Chikara Block and Fight-O. It was always Sugar Dunkerton was one of the guys that you would move around with, Johnny Gargano and Leonard Chikarason. And remember that game on your cell phone? Block and Fight-O?
No.
So Chikara put out like a Tetris style game called Chikara Block and Fight-O. And they gave you had to match up all the characters to get rid of them. And they had like, I don't know, 15 guys. So it was like Gargano, it was Sugar Dunkerton, it was Leonard Chikarason, it was the Ants.
I mean, you telling me that Sposto was in a video game?
Yes. Yeah. Actually, the first time I ever met Sposto, I was like, dude, I'm just gonna, because Sposto, we used to talk, but not in person. And when I met him, I go, I just need to hug you because I used to play with you in Chikara Block and Fight-O all the time. And he's like, yeah, that game was cool, but I saw not a dime. So
of course not.
Nope. So Joe was like, I for the minute I met Joe, that was the only thing that went through my head was, oh my God, Block and Fight-O. That was it. So anyway,
to answer your question, JGold, cage match against Shug D began wrestling in 2003.
Oh wow.
And they don't have any results between 2003 and 2006. Their first result lived in 2006. But
he dunked the ball on Matt Seidel, right? Was that Matt Seidel versus him?
I think so. I remember that clip.
When they were in that gymnasium and he dunked it and then did the Rana off of the holding onto the rim.
Yes.
Fucking awesome, man. Awesome.
Yeah, I will say, as much as I like Shug D and Sugar Dunkerton, I miss Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But
who's that?
That's Shug D.
Oh, I didn't know he called himself
a prison gimmick with Aaron Epic in Revolution Pro, and when it was based out of Chicago, was the first company that Billy Corgan owned and ran. And they were like inmates. They used to wear the orange jumpsuits and shit.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I have a couple of those shows on DVD, and I've watched them once, and there's a reason for that. But
well, sounded like those days were fun, man. Shit, those sound like so much fun.
Yeah,
I used to work a convict gimmick. Used to bring me out in shackles. It was the damnedest thing. They'd always lose the key, so I'd have to figure out how to get out of them without it.
Do you ever watch
at least their manager didn't come out looking like a plantation owner, like when they first entered into Harlem Heat and WCW. But
yeah, that was. Now that I look back at that, I was like, why did they put them together like that? But
why they put them together like that, JGold. Come on.
Did you ever see those Canadian shows that Evil Uno runs, the mystery wrestling, where they have the convict and they leave the back door open and he's about to lock up and he just jumps out of the ring and runs out of the building?
Yes.
That's so funny. It's so fun. It's so smartly done. They
do a lot of like really great comedy bits there that I feel like would really work places, like just shit that you like it's like shit that you would talk about like the Chuck Taylor stuff with all the different names with all the different shit like that like you just put into a promotion and have fun with it. And like I think that's what why that company works so well is like they have some serious stuff, but there's so much like funny shit. And, like a lot of the stuff almost like does go viral, and it's like it's not, so a lot of it's not for me. I get it, but the average person that doesn't really watch wrestling would probably find it really funny.
Yeah.
But there is funny shit like that. Like that actually popped me when I saw that. It made me laugh really hard. I was like, because that's exactly what you would think would happen. So there's just a lot of shit like that. They do a lot of great stuff up there. We might have to review one of their shows.
I think so.
Sometime. That'd be a lot of fun.
Why didn't Nails run out of the arena? Why'd they let Nails come in?
Because he was afraid of Vince McMahon, brother.
Right.
So what are we rating this show? I guess we should go to the finish. Talk about the finish. Finish.
So there's a couple of times there where the good hand has the match won, and Shug D kind of tells him, no, let's not finish him off yet. And now he can come backfiring on him. So Keith Ewan winds up walking out on them. Suge D yoked at Tyler Stevens because Stevens laid him out, and that led to Alex Kane hitting the mark of Kane on Suge D to pin him in 17:29, and kind of Suge D out of Action Wrestling, and Kane leads the crowd in nah nah hey hey goodbye, because you can't have a wrestling show without wrestling fans getting that at the end of it.
That Alex Kane, the suplex that he does to finish that's a sick looking move.
Yes,
that is just great. Not enough people do stuff like that.
That's why they call him the suplex assassin. He's got lots of suplexes.
And lots. He's good.
Yeah, I will say I think this one did go too long, but the crowd was into this match for the first 10 to 12 minutes. When they teased the breakup of the good hand so long that at one point they teased it and the crowd just died. Like there was no reaction for a couple minutes there.
Yeah, I give it. I think this was a 1,000 times better than last week, and I give it. This time I'm going to go with 3.85. 3.85. What do we do? Tiny Lloyds.
I'm going to give it a solid 4.5. Brainbusters on the top rope.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
I feel like it was the perfect time length. Two out of all the matches were ones like I either A, don't remember it, so there wasn't anything egregiously bad in it, or B, I just kind of like finished up my notes while it was happening. So I mean, overall, I think it was really solid. I think production was great, and we didn't take the time to mention that they gave us a shout out on the announcers gave the show a shout out because we sponsored the new ring aprons that they had, which looked super duper nice around the ring. They showed off our logo with everybody's logos and mentioned everybody's names that sponsored the new logo or the new aprons. Of course, us being one of them. So that happened. That's there, and so
that's cool. When did they do that? Because I think it was
when they came back from intermission.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sometime after the intermission is when they went through the font.
Yeah, they gave us a shout out because there's like, is like our new ring aprons, and then like they named off everybody that was on them because we're on it. So,
oh, nice. Okay.
And I'm going to give it 4 hammerlock pile drivers out of 5.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, markedly approved. Markedly approved. Compared to last week's episode. And this is more what you normally get from an action show, is this. I love that building. I wish I could just buy a building that was identical to that and put on wrestling shows in the area. It would be great. Because it's one of those ones where like you don't have to have you can fit quite a few people in there, but you don't have to have it's like its own dedicated space. It's nice.
That's cool. Yeah, here it is. Oh, the Junkies are on their apron too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, they've been sponsoring and been with them longer than we have, but Junkies are fucking everywhere, brother. Like they
really are.
Wherever we go, they're usually have been there or they're there at the same time as us. So
right, way ahead of us. Yeah. All right. Plugs, JHawk. Where are you going to be? What hospital tomorrow?
I'm not giving away that information. I don't need people not.
It's a HIPAA violation, Josh.
Yes, it is. See, that's
by
a
the
work
time this
environment.
comes out, though, you won't be there anymore. So
right.
I mean,
still not giving out that information.
You know how many fans wait for him just in case? Come on.
I have women following me all over the place trying to rip my clothes off. It's nuts.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Right now on the socials, you mostly find me on Twitter and Blue Sky at Ref JHawk. Every once in a while, I'm on Instagram at JHawk1539. I'm hoping to get back into the Twitch gimmick at Ref JHawk sooner rather than later. But there's a couple people that I absolutely need to be available in community creations before I can start, and they're not there. So who knows?
He keeps talking about being followed around by a rabid pack of women, but it's actually a rabid pack of dogs because he's got fucking dog treats in his pockets at all times.
Boy. Well, we're going there again in case.
No, we're not going anywhere. I'm just saying he calls them women. It's probably a female pack of dogs. that ravages his trash when he doesn't give them his beef stick.
You finished? You want to plug?
I could keep going during my entire section of plugs if you really want me to.
No,
you have to keep something for next week, Butter.
Right? Yeah, you're right. So Video Wire episode 10 will be out for patrons on Sunday. this coming Monday for everybody else. It features the biggest IW Guide title match to date. Zay Garcia defending against Mad Dog Conley, plus Sid, Big Man Sid, who will be our guest next week on the show for an interview, going up against nothing tougher, Jeff Steele. So check that out. I'm super excited for everybody to see those two matches. They both fucking kicked ass. I enjoyed them. Another 30-minute video wire coming your way. Trading cards are available. I'm working on Series 7 as we speak. I have all the photos. I have all the info. I'm waiting on the graphics to get sent back over to me so I can send them off to the printers. So those should be available potentially by the 23rd, the next Neo Pro show. If not, probably in June. We'll see what happens. So,
okay. Well, you can find me on the Twitter and Instagram at JGold12. Rate, review, and subscribe wherever you listen to us. Twitter handle IWGuide1. The YouTube page. Join us. YouTube.com/IWGuide. Check it out. We have tons of stuff up there. There really is. I go through it every once in a while. I'm like, I can't believe how much content we have up there. Check it out. I promise you won't be bored. From the wire, the video wire, all the way down to a Stan from Burlington 3-hour Christmas episode, which I was like, what the hell? There's a lot of stuff going on the YouTube page. Check it out. And patreon.com/IWGuide. Don't forget about the merch store over Brainbuster Tees. I think this summer we're definitely going to upgrade the merch store a little bit, get some cool designs in. We'll see. Gorilla Press Apparel. Hey, Will. Our podcast friends, we are part of the Main Event Wrestling Network. The Wrestling Junkies on the Mark Wrestling Podcast, Tino's Time, Blog World Order, the Sabado Gigante Mixers, the Dusty Finish, and all the different shows that we offer, Kayfabe Coffee, and then my show, the NXT Night Shift, live on Tuesdays at 10:15. At Odds with Wrestling, the card is going to change, the Super Fantastic Podcast, and Marks with Mikes. Check out our other friends, Monsters in the Toy Box, Toy Hio, Rubber City Toys, Neo Pro Wrestling, OKCR Creations, Stash Pages, and Pally's Beef Jerky by our friend Kaplan. That's all we got this week. You all are blessed to have JHawk on this week. Enjoy it.
Life's short. Watch more indie wrestling, motherfuckers.
Don't forget to review and subscribe wherever you listen to us. Find us online at Facebook and Instagram at the Indie Wrestling Guide, and on X or Twitter at IWGuide1.